Hey guys, it's Jeff Trapp here with the Tax Planning Pros, and I'm so glad you decided to join me today. We're going through some year-end tax planning and financial tips. And if you didn't hear our previous two episodes, there are some great things to unpack there, like holiday party write-offs and legal entity structuring write-offs and things you need to be thinking about for the year end. So, go back, listen to those episodes. And we've got a great episode today because I want to talk about your record keeping. I know, right? Yeah, record keeping. It's such a drag to, gather all those receipts and go through the bank statements and figure out what your business actually made this year. But it's so important when it comes to year-end tax planning, because a lot of times when you're sitting down with your tax strategist, you're going to need to move money around, and that could be from your business to your personal. You might need to go out and buy new equipment or things, or prepay some expenses for the upcoming year in advance so that you can get some extra deductions and write-offs. And if you don't have any clue of how much cash you actually have in your business, you may be spending money and not get a whole lot of tax benefit from it. So some tips and things that you can do, and I encourage you to do this today, now, this weekend. Get it done. There's only a couple more weeks left in the year, but organize your financial statements, right? Make sure you organize those financial documents. Get your profit and loss, your balance sheet, your statement of cash flows all together, so you know how much cash that you have. You know how much taxable income you have, so you know how much tax you're going to have to pay. And your tax strategist should be running tax projections for you to let you know, like, hey, this is how much tax you're going to owe this year. This is how much you're going to need to pay in with your fourth quarter estimated tax payment, right? So you want to organize your receipts, invoices, bank statements. Some other things that you can do: review your accounts receivable. Check for outstanding payments. Are you going to have some payments that come in between now and the end of the year? What are you projecting to do in your business in the next few weeks, and how does that affect your bottom line? If you have a business with inventory, you're retail or in the restaurant business, HVAC, you guys all have some sort of inventory. So you want to conduct a year-end inventory review, because inventory does affect your taxable income. So you want to make sure the inventory account is correct. Make sure you're updating all your payroll records. Do you need to give your employees bonuses for the hard work they've done? Do you need to look at comp and raises and see if that's something that you can afford? Maybe there's a really stellar team member that you want to keep, but you don't know if you have the cash there. A lot of times what business owners who don't keep up on their financials or finances see is just like, well, I don't have very much money in the bank account. How can I afford to do these things? Right. And so you want to make sure that there's money there to support those increases, to make sure that you are a profitable business. And then, one of the things that you want to do is, once you have these records together, is evaluate your financial performance for the year. How did things go? Did you increase your revenue? Did your costs increase? Did they decrease? What did that look like for you? And then what you want to do is look at the financial performance for the business for the year, and start setting your budget for next year, right? What are my goals for revenue, and what are, my goals for my spend? Can I increase spend somewhere? Whether that's, team members, advertising, etc. Do I need to decrease spend somewhere? Is there bleed where I'm just, overpaying too much for a product or a service or a vendor that I'm not really getting a good return on that investment? Now is a good time to determine that, and maybe go out and get some new quotes on things. So there's a lot that can be done. And, I highly encourage you to sit down with your tax and financial strategist to make sure that you're looking at these things so that you can have your business grow in 2024, right? So that's the thing, is we always want to improve year after year. And so this is a good time to review those financials. When you're looking at your financials at tax time in March or April, and you're trying to remember back, all the money you spend, you're like, well, crud, I didn't do as well as I thought I did, or I did way better than I thought I did. Now I owe this tax. That's not a good time to do things. It's always good to do things in real time. Get a good accounting software. QuickBooks Online makes it really, really easy for small business owners to, evaluate their financial records and the financial health of their company. So if you like this episode, please like, share, subscribe. We've got a link to our tax playbook down below. If you'd like somebody to take a look at your, financial strategy, feel free to book a call with one of our strategists here at the Tax Planning Pros. We've got folks on the CFO side that will help you evaluate the financial health of your business. We've got folks on the tax side that will help you strategize, and we'll all work together to make sure that there are no surprises when you file your 2023 taxes. There are no surprises when it comes to your budget and what you should be spending. And, you lay that great foundation for growth and scalability for 2024. Once again, I'm Jeff Trapp with the Tax Planning Pros. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I look forward to chatting with you again next week as we discuss some more year-end tax strategies.